Hey, Yusong, it must be difficult trying to climb in Mahjong Soul by yourself. It must be lonely. Well, I'm not alone. Why? Because I've been drinking Activia yogurt and I have millions of healthy gut cultures inside me now. Wait, phrasing? Okay, welcome back to Mahjong Soul. My name's Yusong. Look, how have we been doing in Mahjong? Dude, this is it. I'm telling you right now, this is it. I feel like we're playing like really, really well. I genuinely feel really like good about the Mahjong, and also I feel like my intuition's been okay. And don't get me wrong, that's what you're gonna hear before we deal into like a Yakuman or something. I know, but here's the thing. I feel like that's gonna happen. Like, our defense stat is ridiculous right now, right? I feel like we're eventually gonna deal in. Oh, new art, by the way. And we can't let that destroy us, because that's honestly just Mahjong, and we can probably still come back. How do I feel about this new art? Let's just say there's a gratuitous amount of lanterns in the sky. All right, that's a good way to put it. All right, let's get into the game. How am I feeling on a physical level? Dude, I don't know if probiotic yogurt is meant for me. Can I just be completely honest? I think it might be too intense, because my stomach is in hell, maybe. I don't know. It's not having the time of its life right now. You know what I mean? And I don't mean the Black Eyed Peas Dirty Bit remix, okay? I just mean, like, genuinely, it's too intense. Maybe my stomach is too fragile. I think the probiotics are showing up in there, and they're just saying, like, why is there all this Chipotle? Why is there all this Chipotle down here? Why? And to that, I'd say, well, there's a good rewards app. You know how many times I've gotten a free entree? More than once. More than once. All right, let's count our shapes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we have 5 shapes. I know this shape might look a little clunky, but if you close your eyes, it's a 2, 4, 6 and a 5, 6, 7. I actually don't know if we need this other 6, because it's a 5, 6, 7 and a 6, 6, 2, 4. I don't think that we necessarily need that. I'm not sure, because we still need to be able to accept like a lot of other tiles, and I don't want to necessarily close our hand off to that. What happens if we draw another Dora? That's an excellent question. If we draw another Dora, in this case the 4 of circles, we might have to cut this 2 and go for a 4, 5, 6 mixed triple sequence. Ooh. I would love to keep this 1 in my hand. Don't get me wrong. I would love to keep that 1 in my hand, but what else are we going to break up? Maybe we could have broken up this 6, 7 shape. Actually, I think that's correct. This 6, 7 shape is strong enough by itself that we maybe should have kept that in lieu of the throwing the 1 down. You know what I mean? Just having a 6, 7 means that we can accept 4, 5 of characters and 4, 8 of characters. And then that 1 lets us accept 2, 2 of bamboos and 4, 3 of bamboos. That's very confusing. I shouldn't have put the number of tiles in there, but you get what I mean, right? Is this a Riichi Pinfu hand? Yes. If we draw the 7 of bamboo, this is a Riichi Pinfu tunity. It's taken the Mahjong world by storm. Now, have I yet to really encounter a single person using it? I like my counsel present before I answer this question, because sometimes the truth is a little tricky to figure out. Player to my left is certainly going off, though. They have an open Yakuhai in the Red Dragons. That's pretty scary. And they discarded some real gas here. Okay, wow, we really got out of there scot-free, because we discarded so many tiles close to the Dora later in the game. And it was only like 1 turn later that the 2 of circles was no longer safe. Okay, pretty spicy, not gonna lie, pretty spicy. I'm also playing early in the morning. I'm doing a little early morning record. So again, there's a lot of players in Asia still online, and it's the same thing. In the mornings or in the night, the games are just a little bit spicier. They're a little bit spicier, so we have to be on our highest degree of focus. Okay, 4, 5, 6 is not terrible. Obviously, I want to keep this Southwind around as long as I can, and the Green Dragon, but not too long. It's a delicate balancing act. So what is our hand? Well, in like the best case scenario, this is like 1, 2 shapes, 3, 4, and then this 4 is probably this 4 is probably going to be its own shape. So in theory, it's a bad 5 shapes, but we have 5 shapes. She got 5 shapes, so I call her 5 shapes. That's, again, I don't know why I keep referencing that song. I would say, it's this thing I do where once I have a song stuck in my head, it literally never goes away. Like, I don't know. Promiscuous, when I was really young, it came out when I was like in grade school, probably still elementary school. That's in there forever. Other songs on the radio, Celine Dion, it's all coming back to me now. Like, these songs are straight up never gonna leave my mental. They're in Foucault's panopticon right now. Look, okay. Do I really know what Foucault's panopticon is? No. Did someone on stream explain it to me? Yeah. So, okay. If you want to look smart, here's what you do. I think we're gonna forego this 1-2 shape in favor of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we also probably want to get rid of this 5 because it's spicy to hang on for too long. 4, 5, 6 mixed triple sequence, by the way. I think we can take this. Maybe this is a little spicy, but at least we have some safe tiles to bail on if someone else calls Riichi. Foucault's panopticon. You know, it's like a prison where there's a guard tower in the middle. So if someone brings this up at a dinner party, you know what they're talking about. There's a guard tower in the middle. That's pretty strange. So the theory is, because no one really knows when they're going to be observed, like the prisoners don't know when they're going to be observed, then you're under threat of constantly being observed, right? And that's very, very spicy indeed. That's very spicy indeed. Now, is it particularly reductive to, you know, distill all of a French philosopher's findings into the word spicy? I would say so. I would say that's pretty disrespectful. Half outside hand. You know what? This is why I was a little scared of discarding the Southwind tile. It's just not that safe. Okay, here's also my new theory about Mahjong, okay? Buckle up. It's a new theory time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We technically have all of our shapes. They're not great shapes, but maybe we could have kept that 1 and gone for a half outside hand as well. You know what? That's probably what we should have done, but instead we kept this 5. I mean, for efficiency reasons, it's way better. Here's my new theory. If I get dealt a hand in Riichi Mahjong that's not particularly good, then I think there's a world where I like toss some of the good tiles first, because I'm like, this hand is gonna take a lot of luck in order to complete. This hand is gonna take a lot of luck in order to complete. And as a result, I should have kept the 1. So punished. Sunk cost fallacy. Let's go. As a result, I'm gonna need that luck anyway. If I have a bunch of 1-3 shapes and I need to draw those 2s, I'm gonna need to draw those 2s anyway. Why not toss some of my 5s and 6s out there? You know what I mean? Okay, now it's a half outside hand. Unfortunately, like, we still need a pair, and I mean, this is technically a pair. If we see another opportunity to chi a 9 of circles, I think we absolutely take it. Unfortunately, the likelihood of that is really, really low, but I think we take it. So I maybe played this one a little too greedy. Like, I probably should have kept the 4 in that instance, just because the amount of tiles that I can openly accept are way better. Maybe I should still keep the red dragon here. What's this 8 really doing for us? A 7, 8, 9 mixed triple sequence? Yeah, okay. You're gonna refinance your entire home just to try to get a 7, 8, 9? Player across from me opens up and they discard a red 5. It's kind of spooky, but it's still early into the game and we don't really know what they're going for yet. All right, here. I don't know what to do. Did I just say what's to do? I was gonna say what's going on, and then I changed it at the last second to what I should do. Okay. I would love that 8 of circles, or 8 of bamboo. Am I okay? Okay, legitimately the chance for a half outside hand. But is it really worth it? Because I'm in for a 10 right now. Like this is... If I complete this 1, 2, 3 and this 1, 2, 3, I can wait on the 9. Or if I complete this Eastwind triplet and then, oh, okay, I think this is good. I mean, it's not that good. So this is our pair. Oh, okay, this is pretty spicy. This is pretty spicy indeed. I can't believe this. So are we really scared about this? Because they just discarded the Dora. Well, they haven't discarded a lot of character tiles. They're probably going for that. And we know that the 8 is at least Suji to the 5. So while I am scared about the player across from me, we know that some of these tiles that we're discarding are safe. That 4 of circles is not very safe. I think they're in Tenpai. They're continuously discarding the, or at least just for that one turn, discarding the tile that they just picked up. So they don't want to change their hand at all. Unfortunately, this 7 of characters is not safe at all. I'm gonna need someone else to take the road less traveled before me. I believe that was the point of Robert Frost's poem. That like you should get someone to take the path for you so that you could still be cowardly. They called Riichi on the 4, which hilariously gave us a reason to throw the 7. And they were just in Tenpai for a green dragon only hand. Wow, okay. All right, how are things shaking out? We're in 3rd place right now, but it's literally anyone's game. Sitting in the north seat, having a wonderful time. 1, 2, 3. This is okay. We have a decent amount of character tiles. I was gonna say maybe we can go for a pure straight in the character tiles, or maybe even a half flush, but with that 4 of bamboo pickup, we gotta let the tiles guide us, okay? And this is a situation where we're definitely letting the tiles guide us. I don't want to throw away all these bamboo just to pursue folly, you know? Okay. Wow, great pickup. I'm not gonna lie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll keep the red dragon for now. What's the best case scenario here? We draw a 5 of bamboo. If we draw a 5 of bamboo, call Riichi waiting on the west wind and the 7 of bamboo. Oh baby, that's a pretty suspicious wait, not gonna lie. The 5 actually does not help us. I know the 3, 4, 5, 5 shape is generally a good shape. I don't think that helps us, right? Because say we kept that and we discarded this, then what? We draw like another 5 or another 2. We still have to tear something up. Okay, unfortunately the west winds are dripping down the drain. Now there's only 1 left. It's pretty spicy. Maybe we can refinagle our hand. I mean, we could always win off of get into Tenpai off of a 5 or a 7, or even win off of those if we're lucky. So it's not over till it's over. There's the last west wind. Oh no, I don't think that we take this. This is a pretty bad Riichi, and we're not the dealer. No one's discarded anything scary though. This is such a bad wait though. But no one's discarded anything scary. I don't know. It's bad if we draw the Dora. It's bad if we draw the 7 of circles and we just give the Dora to someone else. At least, but okay, if we had not called Riichi. Oh man, we would have sat in Damaten. It's not like anyone's gonna discard the west wind because there's 0 of them left. Is someone going to discard the 7 of bamboo? We don't know. But if we're counting on no one to discard the 7 of bamboo and for us to just draw it anyway, then we just should have sat in Damaten and waited for the sumo, you know? Just wait for the fully concealed hand. Because that in and of itself is a Yaku, you know? Okay. I think the people around me are folding though. They're scared of the potential of my hand. That's why the early Riichi gets the worm, truly. It just makes other people back off. You don't get to this 100 defense stat without making a few enemies because of how cowardly you are. And look at this. I didn't know this, but apparently this title means that like you spent money on the game, which is I don't know, like not something I'm trying to flex. I didn't realize that this is what that meant. But they're probably confused. Who's this player sitting across from me that has spent money on the game, that is playing as the default character? What's their story? Are they on a redemption arc? Are they bent on getting back into Masters? Both of those are true, but they don't know. They're mulling this over in their mind as they have to also mull over their tile discards. There's the Dora. Okay, that's pretty bad news. So that, I think, signals to people, yeah, okay, I don't have a very scary hand. I mean, I could still have a pair, you know, or something of the Dora. But now we're a little scared of this, right? I don't know if they were just cheating that so that they can make use of their... This is so... I mean, this is so undeserved, but that's Mahjong, right? Riichi, Sumo, red 5. A 3 Han hand. It's not terrible. For a clean 4,000 points, it's not terrible. Extremely unlikely. Extremely unlikely. But as we see, like, the Riichi makes people back off. Here's the messed up thing. I feel like if I was in the Jade Room, and I don't know why I'm constantly shadowboxing, but it's fun. Why do I feel like if I was in the Jade Room, people wouldn't have backed off? Like, I feel like if someone was in Tenpai by then, it's like 7 or 8 discards. That's a terrible wait. But then, like, it's so powerful to make someone back off, you know? All right, this is great. We have the West Winds again, but this time we can actually pawn them because we're sitting in the West seat. What are we waiting for? 1, 2, 3. We need a pair. If it's the case that we need a pair, well, let's just keep some of our Zuzzy tiles around. Tiles that other people might feel inclined to discard. We can Shi a 2 or a 5, probably throw the White Dragon and wait on the 9. For now, that's fine. We can always upgrade that later. Holy moly, it happened. It happened. So how can we upgrade this? If we draw a 3 of bamboo or a 7 of bamboo, that's one way we can upgrade it. If we draw a 2 or a 6 or even another 3, I think we can upgrade it. Yeah, there's a lot of ways that we can upgrade this weight. I'm going to throw the 1 right now. It's closer to the Dora, which means it's more dangerous. It's Tsuji to the Dora, which means it's very dangerous because people are incentivized to keep 2 3 weights. And people, you know, if people are looking for reasons to discard tiles, the 9 is very safe for work because it's also Tsuji to the 6. It's early to be considering those things, but you never know. Wow, a lot of 6s are getting discarded. Player to my left. Maybe we should have kept the White Dragon. Player to my left opens up on the Green Dragon. They have no idea the danger that they're in. Dealing into Seat Wind, red 5. That's nothing. It's not a very impressive hand. They cut the Dora in this economy? What is going on? So many circle tiles being discarded. You had a 4/6 weight? Or was that a recent pickup? Okay, now we can win on the 1 or the 4. Let's take that instead. Let's take that instead. Just more chances, I feel like. Wow, of course they're frustrated. They had to draw and discard 2 copies of the Dora. That would have been a very powerful hand. Maybe they're going for a bamboo full flush. That's the only thing that I can think of when looking at this hand. Enjoy this. If I don't think that they're in Tenpai yet. I honestly don't think they're in Tenpai yet. Yeah, they could open up their hand and Shi, but they're still discarding like a lot of garbage. What's worrying now is that if they start discarding bamboo tiles, then they're probably in Tenpai. Again, please, a 1 or a 4. The 7 is not that though. I mean, it's so funny. Like if we had kept the 7 or we kept the White Dragon, both moves that I don't think are necessarily correct. I mean, it's debatable, right? The White Dragon versus the 9 of Circles discard. But since then, like I think the decision making has been okay. Really spicy, by the way. They were definitely thinking of Chiing this 6 of bamboo to get it into their hand. Okay, now we gotta be a little careful. They're discarding their honor tiles now. Not sure if they're in Tenpai, but it can't hurt to play a little safe. Please don't draw another bamboo tile. Okay, an 8 of Circles. A red dragon. It's the last red dragon, so it should be safe. I can't believe not a single one of characters has been thrown. Really? Or even a 4 of characters? Ah, okay. The player across from me and the player to my left. I don't know if they're folding or playing safe or whatever, but they haven't discarded a single character tile. Either of them. So we can probably assume that, you know, this is either a full or a half flush, and this is probably a half flush. Wow, that makes this whole hand, like, really dangerous to discard. This is the full flush. Holy moly. Holy moly. That's a powerful hand. Wait, really? A full flush in its weakest form is just a Mangan? It's 5 Han, but here's the thing. 4 to 5 Han is a Mangan, which means it's 8,000 points. But if you get 6 Han, if you just had a red 5 or something else, it would have been a Hanemon for 12,000 points. It's a huge, if only they had like a red 5 or something. All right, lesson learned. Be careful when someone is just throwing down copies of the Dora. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. This 8's probably not going to be that useful. We can keep some of our honor tiles for purely speculative reasons. What's the Dora here? It's the red dragon. Not necessarily shown yet, but the Dora indicator is the green dragon. So there's One less green dragon in this round. Let's get rid of it. 2-3 is actually a great pickup right here. I'm actually going to throw this white dragon. So we have 6 shapes in our hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hilariously, the weakest shape that we have is this 2-4. So let's get it out of our hand now. And we can still continue pawning for a while, right? We have 3 pairs in our hand. And some of these pairs are good, like the 9 and the 3. Those, it's not impossible for those to come out. Someone was thinking about pawning the 1 of circles there. That's the only reason for that pause. Ah, okay. I mean, this is a really fast hand. What's funny about this is that this is representing a way scarier hand than I actually have. This is representing a half outside hand or a half flush in the circle suit. Do I ever go super green mode and go for the half flush? I don't think so. And I don't think I go for the 2 and the 5 weight. I don't think anyone's going to be tossing the 5 in the light of this. But I do think that a 1 or a 4 of bamboo is likely to come out. And there it is. There it is. Just a south wind, a sea wind and prevalent wind hand. That's not that bad though. 2,000 points. Still anyone's game. We're the first to crest 30,000. It's not bad. And we're getting in the south round. You know what? This is everyone's moving downtown. Faces fast. At a steady rate this game. 1 shape. 2, 3, 4, 5. Really? 1 shape. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I mean, we do have all 5 shapes, so we can keep this green dragon around. Dude, one day I'm gonna write my Mahjong book, and it's gonna be the Yusong Liu analysis of risk and reward. If you have all 5 shapes, feel free to keep some dragons around. Some loose honor tiles. If you don't have all 5 shapes and you're scrambling, throw all your honor tiles away. You need anything. Although if your hand is in shambles and you need the luck, maybe just keep the honor tiles anyway, because you're gonna need some luck to get out of there. All right, here's the thing. You're not gonna love this. We started out friends. It was cool, but it was all pretend. Yeah, since you've been gone. So this is 1 shape. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we're probably gonna get rid of this 8 of bamboo. We know that the green dragon is safe. Do we pawn this? Can I kick it? No, I don't think we pawned this quite yet. Great pickup. Strengthening our 2-4 shape into a 2-4-6 shape. Incredible. Hontou ni sugoi desu ne? I watched so much. Dude, here's the thing about being an immigrant. You're good at languages. If you've had to learn a second language out of necessity, I want to chi this so bad. I think I take it. Because there's also the chance for a 4-5-6 mixed triple sequence. If we have to fold, we still have good tiles to fold with. Unfortunately, so many 4 of bamboos are dripping down the drain. Ah, I see. The door is the 5 of circles. It's probably not going to come out. We need some luck to draw it. Or we need some greed, dude. Or we need some greed. I mean, I don't hate greeding out for the door here. I really don't. If we get a white dragon too, that'd be nuts. White dragon, red 5, mixed triple sequence. It's an open mixed triple sequence, so it's only 1 Han instead of 2, but it's still pretty good, right? Anyway, being an immigrant means that you're good at languages. So whenever I watch stuff like anime or like Korean variety shows, I genuinely pick up words. I don't know. I think, not to brag, but I think above market rate. I think I have a tendency to pick up words a little bit faster. Hence all the weeb adjacent Japanese that I now know. Okay, 4-6-8 shape or 2-4-6 shape? I mean, regardless, it's gonna be spicy either way because we're greeting out for the Dora here. Imagine though, imagine we draw the red 5 for an extra 2 Han. Doesn't that make your mouth water? It's like you're watching a TV advertisement for Outback Steakhouse. It just gets to you, you know? Do I really like Outback Steakhouse? Okay, here's my experience with Outback Steakhouse. My SO and I, we've gone to Outback Steakhouse twice this past year, both times to celebrate birthdays, both times a little bit ironically. I don't know, dude, because we just have no ideas about like how to celebrate. I don't think that's either of our strong suits. I hope that's not like a weird or insulting thing to say, but I don't think that's either of our strong suits. So like, wouldn't it be kind of funny if we went to Outback Steakhouse? And usually the answer is like, yeah, because why would you ever want to go to Outback Steakhouse? White Dragon, do I chi this? I don't think I do. And I'm just throwing down like really good tiles. Why do I get the sense that no one's in Tenpai yet? No one's called Riichi? I don't know. I just don't get the sense that anyone's in Tenpai right now. They're discarding really good tiles, but to what end? That's a little bit of a spicy discard. I mean, it's only Suji to R6. All right, anyway. I think Outback Steakhouse is very much overpriced. Don't get me wrong, it's a little bit charming to hear someone speaking at you in an Australian accent on the advertisement if you call the, or, you know, on the answering machine if you call the restaurant ahead. But that's pretty much it. I think you're paying for a lot. We accidentally like ordered a dish from like a Chinese restaurant. Like it was like a fillet strips. It was like little, what we thought, maybe it was the translation's fault, but what we thought were like little strips of meat. No, it turns out we accidentally ordered like a real steak. I can't believe I'm doing this. This was not necessarily a safe. I've talked way too much about Outback Steakhouse this round. I don't even know if I can chase this. Because this is a spicy discard. The East Wind is luckily safe. Can we even end this in Tenpai? I'm not sure. The sixes, I mean, they're almost gone, but they haven't discarded any circle tiles. The point is, we accidentally ordered a steak, and I was like, both of these steaks are totally fine. I don't have a good enough palate to understand which steak is better, and thus, I believe, oh my god, the red 5. That's terrifying. Okay, another 5. I mean, that probably means that this 2 is safe. The 2 is safer than the 9 at this point, hilariously so. Give me a white dragon pawn or a 1 of circles pawn, and I'll join you in the shadow realm. Let me end in Tenpai, please. Wow, no one gives me the chance. Okay, fair enough. No 10, a little bit of no 10 in my life. What were they waiting on? The 3 and the 6 of circles. They hadn't discarded a lot of character tiles, and I was a little scared to discard that 6, right? Okay, now no one's above 30,000. A very spicy game indeed. A very spicy game indeed. Have to recognize the fact that there's one Riichi stick left over on the table. Up for the taking. What's the door? It's the 6 of characters, which we can use to great effect in this hand. Very spicy to keep some tiles around the Dora, but we might as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 shapes in our hand. Probably the 6 of bamboo is going to become something. Probably. If I had to guess. Would love that for ourselves. Okay. Now we have 5 shapes in our hand. They're really flimsy shapes. 4, 5, 6 mixed triple sequence? Maybe. Maybe. And also, this is a very scary situation because player across from me, I think, is going for a flush. Otherwise, I have no idea why you would discard all those good tiles and bamboo tiles right off the bat. Player to my left also does not have a terrible hand. You'll notice a distinct lack of character tiles. Excuse me, a lack of honor tiles. We can't. Our hand is just too slow, dude. Our hand is literally just too slow. It's like the moment before a child pulls away their hand as part of a high 5 game. Down low, too slow. It's heartbreaking. Cause it's a baseline of trust that's been violated. What do you mean too slow? I think you're too fast. Anyone else unpacking a childhood memory right now? I'm just kidding. I'm not really unpacking anything. I'm trying to focus on the game of Mahjong. So, player across from me, a Hundo P. Hundo P, and you know I don't say Hundo P lightly, okay? I don't know. There's a world where we toss the 5 there. There's genuinely a world where we toss the 5 there. I don't know if it's this world. Oh, you know what? We should have tossed the 5 there because now there's no way of completing this. One's the door indicator and the other one's gone. Okay, 1 away from Tenpai? Yeah, but it's not real Tenpai. It's like fake Tenpai. So here's the thing. We started off friends. It was cool, but it was all pretend. Yeah, since you began. Okay, we can pawn the north wind. It's our seat wind. But then I legitimately don't know what we wait on. Why do I feel like and call me nuts. Call me Carly Rae Jepsen. Because call me maybe. Dude, I think we actually cut the 2. No, we can't cut the 2. We're in an awful situation here. This doesn't look that bad, but this is not a great situation. Green Dragon, someone's gonna use it. No? Is it gonna pass? Maybe someone's thinking about conning it. Okay. Player to my left, pawns. The reason why, like, I was thinking throw a 2 is because, like, if we pawn the Northwind, we either wait on the 2 of bamboo, there's only 1 left, and the 5 of characters, there's 0 left, right? That's a terrible wait. So at least we can wait on the 3 of bamboo. There's 2 left, marginally better, just ever so slightly better. But then I was thinking if we draw a 5, we can upgrade that to a 2-sided wait. But then we'll be in fur 10 because we've already discarded a 6. This is a nightmare situation. This is not a good situation. The god draw would be drawing a 2 or a 3 of bamboo ourselves so that we can wait on the Northwind. But the way that I see it right now, I think I take this to get into Tenpai waiting on the Northwind. The way I see it, if the player across from us is going for a flush in the circle suit, then they might have a pair of this, or they might have a single copy, but it's not impossible that they're using the Northwind, you know? Okay. Hilariously, if we need to bail, we can toss some of these 5 of characters. Oh, 3 should be safe, although I don't know. There's a ton of characters being discarded over here, but not over here. Circle tile being discarded to a player that needs circle tiles. They open up their hand for the chi. Discarding some more honor tiles as well. Westwind, it's the last one, so we know it's a guaranteed safe discard. This is a really spicy game. Everyone, literally everyone at this table has opened up their hand. If all your friends open up their hands, would you? Off a cliff? Yeah, I absolutely would. I want to have fun. 9 of bamboo. Seems pretty safe. Seems very safe, in fact. Okay. Imagine playing Mahjong in real life where you don't have, where the tiles don't glow when you hold to them. You know what I mean? Maybe that's the next evolution of real life Mahjong. Oops. Oopsie. Did I squash your dreams with a 1-han seat wind hand? You betcha. And I get to pick up the Riichi stick on the table. So technically, if you close your eyes, it's technically a 2-han hand. Not really. It's not really. All right, South 4. Whoa. Okay. Incredible pickups. Incredible pickups here. Really fast hand. Northwinds do nothing for us. Oh, incredible hand. Such a fast hand. But if someone drops a green dragon, we're off to the races. So let me remind you of the rules about the scoring in the end of the South rounds. If no one is above 30,000, when the South 4 round ends and the scores are all changed, then we go into the West 1 round. However, I am above 30,000. So we want a quick, a fast and easy win here would be incredible. We can also mosey our way downtown into a half flush if we need to, which is just the luxury of choice right now is absurd. Okay. But please, a green dragon would make my day. A green dragon would make my day. There's also a world where we take a green dragon, we chi one of these, and we cut a Northwind for an epic 3-sided wait. And I don't say the word epic lightly. All right, fair enough. I'll hold on to the red dragon for now. If we're going to be on a single tile wait anyway, maybe it's not a terrible one to be on. Nothing super scary yet that's being discarded. Again, the door is the 7 of bamboo. I'm not conning this, though. That's a little too spicy, even for me. Could keep the 1 for the chance of the half flush, but we don't need to win by a lot here. We just need to win by a little. There's no point to the greed. Although you could be looking at Congress and say the greed itself is the point, am I right? Riichi? Yeah. A 3-sided wait. I know that, like, we don't get the green dragon or whatever. That's fine. That's fine. Having the opportunity to run anyone at the table on a 3-sided wait, one of those being a 9 of circles, what a unstoppable position that we're in. Okay. It's not coming yet. And we do risk a lot. If someone gets a 1,000 point hand or something, or I don't know, even sumo is like an okay hand, like a 1,000 point hand or a 2,000 point hand. We could get our points reduced below 30,000 and the game goes on, or worse, like the game is over but in someone else's favor. I refuse to believe that a 3, 6, or a 9 of circles is just refusing to come out. I understand this play. It's a desperation play because you're in 4th place. You want to keep the game going, or you just want to get out of 4th place. I'm sorry, my friend. I'm so sorry. That was a great game. I appreciate your points, and I will use them safely. Dude, are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? Are you understanding the words that are coming out of my mouth? That's a reference to Rush Hour, the film from the early 2000s. But I mean, come on. This is a great... This was just a great game. We just played solidly there. There was that one round where we were like, I don't know if anyone's in Tenpai right now. Some small hands being tossed back and forth here. What was the discard? They discarded a 2 of circles here. Would I have done the same? Yeah, I would have. We got out so scot-free here. I think we were a little too greedy here. I mean, but if we dealt in, luckily it was only a small hand. What happened here? Player called Riichi. Someone's waiting on the south wind. Oh, do they throw the south wind? Yeah, they throw the south wind. The player not in Riichi was waiting on half outside hand. That's pretty spicy. That's pretty spicy. Sumo. Oh, this is the full flush hand. Right. So this player opted to discard the 4 here. It's really spicy when the player crosses going for like a half flush or a full flush in the bamboo suit. But this is for you to stay in Tenpai. Here's the hilarious thing. My guy, you are not even in Tenpai. Maybe cut the 7s. Not the bamboo, but I don't think you're in a position to discard the 4 necessarily. This is the first big point swing, right? It's a Mangon. Yeah, that's 8,000 points. That's a big point swing. I would maybe cut the 7s or maybe the 2s. I mean, it's easy to say this in hindsight, but again, the 4 is just very, very spicy. There's no 7s that are discarded. There's no 1s that are discarded. Sure, this isn't a 2-sided weight, but still. There's no evidence that this tile is safe. Okay. This is a really fast hand. This is a really fast hand. I don't blame anyone for... I mean, they could have discarded the red dragon, but it's the Dora. Ah! You can't discard the Dora when someone's openly kind of looking like they got a half flush going on. So they cut the 1 here. Yeah, I probably would have done the same. This is kind of unavoidable, but at least to their credit, they only dealt into a 1,000 or a 2,000 point hand. Yeah. All right, Sea Wind and Prevalent Wind. Exhaustive draw. This is the round where I was like, why do I feel like no one's in Tenpai yet? And then eventually I drew a tile that was too dangerous to keep, right? Too dangerous to throw. Yeah, I can't throw the 6. I mean, something was spicy about the 6. I mean, 3 of them were discarded, but still, the player to my right had not discarded a lot of circle tiles. So I was like really suspicious of that. They were on a double-sided weight, Riichi Pinfu. Riichi Pinfu Dora? Yeah, I'm glad I didn't deal into that. With the chance of an aura? 9 is okay here. Because it's a terminal tile. I mean, that's the only thing I've got going for me. Player to across from me, clutching the white dragon. How long have they been holding on to it? Yeah, they drew it this turn, and they can't let it go. Because I would do the same here, dude. Like, this late into the game, you can't throw this out when it's still a live tile. Oh, okay. Pretty spicy. And then the last round, this player called the Riichi. Off of the 6 of circles. Oh, right. They had to keep this as their pair. And this is a Riichi Pinfu all simples. 3 Dora. Holy moly. Riichi Pinfu all simples. 2 red 5s. 1 Dora. That's a Hane money, and that's a 12,000 point hand. Yeah, I would go for this too. Unfortunately, it was just a little too slow. Ah. Yeah, this is a really nice attempt. This is a really nice attempt. And I don't even... I hope I'm not saying that in too condescending of a tone. All right. Dude, I don't know what to tell you. We're legitimately winning again. The tides have changed. Waves go in, waves go out. You can't explain that. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and a comment. It helps out a ton. Not only for the algorithm, but I love reading them. Thank you. Also, I stream, subscribe if you want to see more, and I stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. You can find that link in the description. You can also join us in the Discord. Last night, I was playing some Mahjong. I had a very tricky situation where I didn't know whether or not to call Riichi. And so I played the game out. I won't spoil to you what happened, but I took a screenshot because I wanted to ask other people, what would you have done in this situation? Would you have called Riichi or not? And it was really interesting to be able to hear from people. It was like playing IRL Mahjong, you know? You get to pick other people's brains. You get to hear what they would have done. And honestly, it's really nice. So I hope you'll also join us in the Discord, okay? Until next time, please be patient with yourself. Please be kind to yourself. And I'll talk to you soon, okay? All right, peace.